Hey friends and nail fam, welcome back to my channel. Today we are live swatching Colorista Carol's Autumn Allure collection. Now this collection is already available because it launched on the 5th, and I apologize for missing that date. But if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload once I get them up on my channel. And we're going to jump right in with our first polish. This one is More Than a Feeling, and it's an intense navy blue, semi-translucent, squishy jelly formula polish. Now, we did see we saw one like this in the Holo Taco Dark Academia collection, and I believe it was the undergrad bundle or undergrad quad. But anyway, these are very squishy, which means they're super shiny and they don't dry super flat to the nail. But I did still use a ridge filling base coat just because I wanted to give the best appearance possible. Also, I wanted to protect my nail because these are super pigmented polishes. And yes, I did fall in love with this one. I felt it was beautiful and gorgeous, but again, super dark, super pigmented. Wear your protective base coats if you are prone to staining like I am. So next up is raking it in, and very fitting for fall and for those beautiful holiday looks. It's a dark hunter green, semi-translucent, squishy jelly formula. So again, we've got a beautiful jelly in another dark formula. I wore mine in 2 to 3 coats. I'm saying 2 to 3 coats because I tried with super thin coats, and as we all know, super thin coats tend to be a little patchy. So I usually got full opacity on my second coat. If not, I did a third to make sure. But this color, oh, I just loved it. Next up is Cider Made Me Do It, a burnt orange, semi-translucent, squishy jelly formula. Now, I know it is appearing very red on the screen. I do apologize for that. It is actually just a really burnt orange. So, of course, I fell in love with it immediately because out of all the other polishes, this one was the brightest one and it was giving me some red vibes. So I went ahead, grabbed it, applied it, and fell in love with it. I could not stop staring at my nails because, as you know, my nails are shorter. You don't really see a lot of the visible nail line with formulas that are this pigmented. However, if you're not a fan of seeing your visible nail line, use a nail line blurring base coat underneath to go ahead and minimize that. Next up is Cranberry, and it's a blackened eggplant purple semi-translucent squishy jelly formula. I'm gonna start tripping over saying that, and I really shouldn't because at this point it's pretty clear how much I adore these types of formulas. But what I wanted to talk about was some of the names threw me for a loop. More Than a Feeling, I didn't immediately think this is gonna be blue. I thought, oh, s'mores, it's gonna be like a yummy treat. And Cranberry, I thought was going to be red. That's why I swatched it right after Cider Made Me Do It. But it's a blackened eggplant. I still loved the shade, but this is where things started to get a little weird for me because the darker ones, I had a harder time distinguishing after that second or third coat between them. Let me know down in the comments if you're the same way. Next up is Wine Not, and Wine Not is a deep wine red semi-translucent squishy jelly formula. So I actually swatched these slightly out of order. Wine Not should have came before Cranberry, but doesn't change the fact that I absolutely adored it because this is my vibe. This is where I'm at. And aside from the fact that once they get super, super dark, they're harder for me to distinguish, I could not get enough of them. I loved the formula. I loved the application. I loved the brush. I loved the way it looked on my short nails. So, that all being said, I do want to say really quick, if you do pick up these polishes or the whole collection, because I do plan to mix and match some of these in the future, like they're squishy jelly formulas. Why not layer two different colors and see what happens? Um, Definitely get the one that matches the color that you want. Don't go into it, buy a color, and then hope that you'll never apply it in a way that you will be able to see that base color clearly. Like, take chai there. I'm very into browns right now. So this intense black and brown semi-translucent squishy jelly formula was everything I could have hoped for. It's like the richest, darkest, deepest, darkest fudge you could ever get, and it's called Chai Bear, and I just loved it on my nails. But if I was looking for a red, I would not want to wear this one and hope that I couldn't tell the difference in lower lighting, because in brighter lighting, it's definitely going to tell off. So if you like them all, get them all. If you only like certain ones, get certain ones that you like. Next up and last on this fun trip is For Sure. And it's a clear base with red to gold to green ultra aurora shifting shimmer. And I just got really excited about this because it's my favorite color shifting. Like, okay, I do also like pink, orange, and purple, but when I put this one over More Than a Feeling, I was just mesmerized by how the deep navy base gave the perfect undercoloring to bring out that shimmer. And then I put it over Raking It In, and I think you all see where I'm going with this. I went ahead and put it over all of these instead of just swatching it over my naked nail because it is a topper and it is perfect for this collection. So, yeah, I loved it over More Than a Feeling. I loved it over Raking It In. I was especially astounded at how fiery it made Cider Made Me Do It, because that's supposed to be a burnt orange, but it definitely was giving some fire vibes. So, next up, I did it over Cranberry to see what would happen, and actually, it looked great over it. I was really surprised that it went so well over the blackened eggplant base. And then I went ahead and tried it over Why Not, because why not? And again, I got great results. So I'm kind of on the fence, but not really, because I believe that this would look great over any base color now at this point. The only thing I haven't tried it over is like a pink or something pastel. So I'll reserve that for the fall and I'll try to keep it in rotation until then. I mean, during the spring, and keep it in rotation until I pull out pastels and see if that makes me like some of the pastel creams that I have, but I'm not in love with, because, oh my gosh, I really enjoyed it. And then I layered a couple of polishes. This is actually Raking It In layered with More Than a Feeling, and then I put for sure over it because I just wanted to see what would happen with a little experimentation. And I hope you all will do the same and have fun with it because this is one of those collections that you can definitely get away with doing that with. This happens to be my favorite picture of all of the pictures that I took when I swatched it over all the other polishes. This one was over some of my layered experiments, which I still enjoyed as well. And then I decided to do a collage of them all side by side in the order that I swatched them to help out anybody who has any last minute confusions, thoughts, or just needs a review or some side by sides to help them out. I hope that will assist you. And again, another side by side in the order that I swatched it: cranberry, wine knot, and chai there from left to right. I hope that this does assist you all. And that is it for me. I had so much fun with this collection, and I hope you all enjoy the swatch video as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the algorithm thingies to get this video where it needs to go. And if you're part of my nail fam, I'm sending out virtual hugs. Thank you for everything you do. I truly could not be enjoying this channel without you. And be kind to yourselves and each other.